If you're wondering if Russell's 13 could get any better, I'd say probably so. You add 2 years to it, and let's see what happens.
I mean, it can't get worse. Right?
Let's cross our fingers. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to review Old Russell Reserve 15 year.
Dave, is this one of the bourbons you would say you've had FOMO most about in a long time?
Yes. I mean, honestly, yes.
All right. So this bottle was released on July 3rd. I think it was July 3rd. Yeah, July 3rd. At the distillery. You guys probably seen pictures online. There was an ungodly amount of complaining going on online, and I'm just like, I don't even know where to go with that, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Because I was
out of the loop all week last week, so other than knowing that you went...
Somebody went out of town last week.
I did.
So, but I didn't go out of town.
No.
So I was very fortunate.
You didn't.
Supposedly they had around
I couldn't get my dad to go drive down either. Interrupting his golf game.
I was going to say it was golf day.
It was golf day. I was like, Dad, come on.
I mean, to be fair, golf, Russell's 15. I won't lie. I can smell it right now. It smells delicious.
I have not heard. I take it back. I've heard a little bit. Like, I've heard people say that they like it better than CNF. And then I've heard like one person say that they like CNF better than this, but that's the only thing. But I've not heard any details about it.
And what have I told you?
You said one of them were right.
No, I said one of them was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Well, if one of them's wrong, then one of them's right.
I know. It was...
Hey, do me a favor. Hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Tell us if you've had this, actually. I'd be interested to see who's had it so far.
Anyways, though, going back to the gift shop, I just want to give a big shout out to the people who were working at the gift shop. The parking situation was a little crazy. So it's not. Here's the thing about the park: they don't have a very big parking lot for the gift shop.
Yeah,
they
don't
there. And what had happened was they set up everything the night before.
Yeah,
and somebody got there super early, posted a picture in a couple of groups, and you could see the boxes of Russell's 15 at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So everybody from Kentucky, Ohio, I talked to people from Ohio, Tennessee, Indiana.
Yeah.
But like further up than me in Indiana, and almost like completely to the west side of the state of Kentucky, which is a couple hours away.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of people from a lot of different areas and everything that came. They all got bottles. So he didn't. We tried. And they had a guy out there giving out tickets for it, and the guy would sit there and look at you and be like, you went through. Nah, I ain't giving you a ticket. Best part was I saw a guy in a sling. He tried going up there. He's like, bro, you have a sling.
He's like, listen, if anybody's going to not get it, it's definitely going to be you.
So I know people were complaining about people going through there 2-3 times. I'll be honest with you, the first guy in line, I think he could have maybe went through about 3 times, but I don't think very many after him. So Whenever you're starting to hear rumors and this and that and everything else, was there probably people that double dipped? Sure. But it wasn't some of the crazy amounts that some people were toting online who weren't even there. So, but yeah, the parking situation was a little much. So they opened up early, which I think they opened up like an hour early because of this. And that really, between the people getting like an hour plus head start because the picture being posted, them opening up early, this sold out, I want to say around 10:30. So it's actually really quick. But again, they had like 700 bottles. So I don't really know how
Have you been talking? Because I've literally just been smelling this.
I've been kind of stalling, letting you have a moment. But anyways, I have poured out a couple samples, given a couple samples to people, but I have not really deep dived into this yet.
Okay.
I've been trying to like push off from deep diving into it.
Yeah.
because
we had to push off doing this review too, just because.
Oh, I know. I thought Dave and I talked about it. I'm like, you'll get back on like Saturday. We'll get the review done Sunday, and then we'll be one of the first channels that get it out.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't work out.
Yeah, we had both of us had family stuff going on.
Yeah,
just
1000%.
all kinds of stuff. So, oh man, just the oak.
Hold on really quick. Before we deep dive into this, this is 117 point, I think it's 2 proof. It is 15 years old, but supposedly there's some 16 into it.
Yeah.
Not a ton, but there's supposed to be some 16-year-old barrels in there. It was 250 at the distillery. I think it's like 274 out the door, basically after tax.
Yeah.
And here's the one thing I will say, and I don't know if these rumors are true. There's a lot of rumors going around. There's like 60,000 bottles of this. I can't imagine there's that many, but Wild Turkey produces a lot.
Yeah.
Could there be? Maybe. They do have a ton of ultra aged stuff. I don't know if I fully believe that because I haven't heard that concrete from anybody yet. But that's the big rumor going around. So if that is true, then there's probably a good shot of you
I feel like he's just trying to kill me right now.
potentially getting.
He's just really trying to kill me right now. All I want to do is taste this.
I'm just letting it open up. It's all good.
I mean, the oak. There's like a cherry note in there. Dude, it smells so good.
So I agree with you on the oak. I agree with you on the cherry. Here's what the nose to me, you know those like cherry tart cheesecake things, like really like small, round,
Yeah.
some of that. That is what I get on the nose of that, because there's like a little bit of like a tartness to it. I know it sounds really weird, but you get a bunch of that, and then you just get a bunch of intense kind of like turkey notes.
Just got a little bit of tobacco on that.
I get a good amount of fruit on there. It's like really, I don't think the oak's super powering, but you can tell,
it's there.
You can tell it's like seasoned.
Yeah.
It's odor oak. It's not musky. It's not like, Rick House kind of oak. It's almost like a little bit like burnt, but like it's all positive, all really good stuff. A little smidge of grape.
Ooh.
There's 2 different tasting / reviews going on right now.
Oh my goodness.
The mouthfeel of that is gorgeous. That's probably one of the best mouthfeels I've had in a really long time. It's hard to say, like, obviously most of us have had Wild Turkey before, so we have a good understanding of it. That is like the best version of Wild Turkey, in my opinion. Like, it's not off profile. It has the odor age notes in there.
Yeah.
But it's just so much, its profile is just so punchy and impactful.
That's what I was going to say. I think the punchiness of it on the front end.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of CNF. CNF actually in some ways. But the punchiness over the top of it, I think sets it off way different.
See, to me, this goes a little bit more like Generations to me. I think CNF has more of like a dusty feeling texture to it.
I agree with that.
Where I think Generations, a buddy of mine, Brian Bikey, he works for Sobach, Bourbon on YouTube. Go check him out, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. He called me whenever he was trying through it, and he's like trying to walk me through all these notes. And I'm like, man, I'm loving all these notes that you're telling me, but I don't have a clue. Because we were talking about Generations, and if we would have worked our time schedule situation out, I was going to take Generations over. We were going to try some stuff, and we couldn't make it work. But it to me, like, I think this blows away all the Russell's 13 except for batch 1. But I think it's different than batch 1.
Well, completely different than batch 1.
It's so completely different.
They're not even the same stratosphere of what the bourbon tastes like.
Exactly. But I think of when we start talking like what we would prefer.
It feels like I've smoked a cigar after.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like, just that there's like some earthiness and some grit back in there that makes me feel like I like smoked a cigar. Yeah, this is really, really good.
Here's what I love. I love that fruit on there. That, you know, this being 15 years old, I think we'd all consider that an ultra age in bourbon. That fruit that comes out on it,
It's wild.
there's a little bit of strawberry, cherry on there, but it's not like a medicinal cherry. No, I don't get
not
that
at all. I feel like it. The more you drink it, the more it kind of tastes like strawberry as opposed to cherry.
What's crazy to me is how it doesn't quite give you like a Kentucky hug. Like, we're not talking like that whenever I'm talking about like punch and impact and stuff like that of the palate.
I don't think the finish is super long.
No, but it
coats well and all that stuff, but I don't feel like it's definitely not a Kentucky hug. I feel like you get most of the punch on the front end. The back end is just like a good soothing. There is
such a good oak spice on there, but it comes off a little bit like a Pop Rocks texture, where it kind of feels like it's doing all these like little miniature explosions. I mean, I think this is fantastic. Like, I've been trying to purposely really hold off, like deep dive. I've had a couple sips. I'm like, man, this is really, really good. But kind of sitting down with it.
It's at that perfect proof too.
Well, here's the other thing. This is so well balanced.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so, like, you could destroy and crush this bottle and not miss a beat. I need one of these. Well, if rumors are true and there's 60,000 bottles of it, you're going to have a shot. But it is... Look, I would love to sit here and tell you guys it's not great. I'd love to sit here and tell you it's not worth getting. $250 is a hefty price. We've reviewed some bottles this year that have had some really hefty prices.
We've also told you in some ways, like, if you have $200+ to spend a month, like on bourbon, and you're thinking of buying 2 or 3 different things, and I'd splurge and get the one.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would.
This is gonna be one.
Is it worth it? Probably not. But we're talking about bourbon here, and at the end of the day,
okay. You say probably not. Let me ask you a question. For sure. Where do you think like this would rank when it comes to the end of the year so far that we've had? I think this is like top 3 at worst, top 7. I think you have an argument that Old Fitz 13 could be better.
hold on. I may need to try just a little bit more
Here
of
we
it.
go. It's EH Taylor Barrel Proof all over again.
I mean, if you're going to ask me so far what I'm thinking of,
but I mean, and look, guys, the year is
this
young.
is going to be top 5
The year is young.
for sure. This is going to be top 5.
So let's reel it in. But for sure, leading up right now, you would say Old Fitz 13, Evan Williams 23 year.
Evan Williams 23 is magic.
And then what else for sure is what else would you say with that either competes with it or you'd say is better than that we reviewed?
I wouldn't even say competes. I think the
18, PC 34.
I think the 18's good. The PC 34 was really good.
I think this is better than the Heaven Hill 18.
Oh, I do too. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you guys right now, Heaven Hill, that Heaven Hill Heritage Collection 18 year or this, it's this.
It is this for sure.
So, and I'm not saying, by the way, that it's not better than the Old Fitz. I'm not saying that's not better than the M1's 23. I'm just saying, like,
it's gonna be top 5 at least. There's gonna be
still young. We're not even to allocation season yet.
We're almost halfway through though.
I know.
So,
but
all in all, find it on a bar, pick it up. Do all those things. I'll say yes to all of those things.
If you are worried that Look, I'm never going to say that you can't have a Russell single barrel pick that's better. That's not the conversation to have here. If you are worried of spending the money, I understand that. But if you're debating, is this going to be better than the Russell's 13? Outside of batch 1, I would take this all day long. It's not even close. If we're not comparing money, because
but I don't even think you.
It's two different things.
They're
I
just
do agree. It's
completely
two different animals. But
the Russell 13 was just this sweet, really nice, easy drinking thing. This one is just punchy in the right ways, fruity in the right ways.
I'll be honest with you, if you're a Wild Turkey fan at all, I feel like this is a must-have.
Yeah.
That's just how great it is. Wild Turkey, you did a hell of a job.
Yep.
Congrats, you did awesome.
Good work.
I love the Master's Keep you all did this past year, and that's a ridiculous price on the Master's Keep. This blows that out.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, till next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.